It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's maddest writer, DeBartolo. This is episode 2036, recorded Thursday, April 17th, 2025. Blow and glow. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has a gadget for the grandparents, the Grand Pad, some bouncing LEDs, a what the heck is it, and my rainy day isn't so rainy, so we go to check out a lake. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the Sing Show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now,
and here he is. You know he's important because he's got those fancy glasses on. DeBartolo, how you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good. Doing very, very good.
Excellent. Anything thrilling there?
Let me think. Not really. I celebrated my birthday.
Oh.
Over on Monday was my birthday, so.
Oh my God! So now you can drink legally?
Exactly. No,
Oh,
I'm 36 now. 36.
Oh, wow.
Years young, and I had a fantastic weekend. Had some friends and I went to a baseball game. We got these fantastic tickets that were standing room tickets. These standing room tickets came with a chair, so that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the standing room, first off. It was a nicer chair than the bleachers, right? I was expecting maybe a fold-down chair. No, this is like a wooden chair.
Right.
You had a floor to pull it back, way more comfortable than sitting in like plastic, you know. And then we had a table. It was like a nice table. It was like built into the thing. And as much alcohol as I wanted, domestic beers, free. You could buy mixed drinks.
What?
And they had a buffet of food options, which included pretzels, churros, nachos, hot dogs, bratwurst. They had calamari. They had empanadas, beef and cheese empanadas. Yeah, it was fantastic, and that was all included in the ticket price. That was all all included in the
Are you sure
ticket.
you didn't go to a restaurant and watch the game on the TV?
No, and we won. It was against the Braves, the Atlanta Braves.
Oh my God!
It was a best out of three, and I think Tampa had won the first night, Braves had won the second night, and so the Tampa won the third night. It was great. It was a wonderful weekend filled with fun and joy. So yeah, can't complain.
That's super. That's
what
super.
I did. So what are you up to? What did you do?
I was supposed to go to the boat show. I'm so used to going to the boat show, to the car show. But Thursday, Charlie was scheduled to have his stitches removed. So we did that. And then Larry was going, Larry Gerson, who jumps in when Dennis can't do the video. And he had a cat emergency, but he ran over there. I said, just go over there and find something crazy. So he ran over there and he found this line of RVs.
Whoa.
So yeah. And then scroll down slowly. So this is what they look like. Look at the prices.
This is a house. This is a nice house. That's a nice house. This is a good house.
And the amazing thing is, I thought, well, when we see look at the beast mode.
Oh my!
That's almost $250,000.
Yeah.
And then when you scroll down, I'm thinking,
oh my gosh!
All right, for that kind. Those are. That's
straight out of the movies is what that is. This is out of Jurassic Park. Like, nobody actually uses one of these. That's amazing.
Yes. That one is almost $800,000.
Oh, my.
But the cheapy ones, I thought they were going to be... you have to click on one of them.
Here, let's go to...
Oh yeah, you just go down and click on one of those six that you
Okay,
see in
cool.
those photos. Yeah,
View it.
yeah, like that. And then
Wow.
they're just like they have a place
They're
you
a
can
van.
sleep.
Just a
It's like
Mercedes
yeah.
van. I guess
So
I guess they're so darn expensive because what they're doing essentially is just buying this Mercedes van full price, ripping everything out, and then
okay.
reinstalling everything and the fit and finish and these cabinets that are perfect for this
Yeah,
van.
okay.
I guess that's why it just is insanely expensive.
Yes, yes. I mean, it
I
looks
mean, gosh,
utilitarian.
RVs are expensive. It's just, I guess, when you think of an RV, you think of a lot more space, a lot
Yes!
more amenities, a lot
Yes,
more.
exactly.
It's like this is kind of a trendy, like the live van lifestyle is a very trendy thing.
Well, this is more like a New York City van lifestyle because
Right.
there's no way you can have the side pop out,
Right.
and you'll never find a parking space for a regular motor home. So maybe it's just that it seems that the prices are
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting.
That is
Uh,
crazy. I mean, the nice thing. So on top of the interior, I would also guess that because of what they're marketing, it's the suspension, tires. You've gotten a whole package upgrade, which just absurdly.
Yeah, and I'm sure the option list is you can have a dozen spotlights up
Right.
top.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
if you're into that,
I'm into that. That's cool. That's really, really cool. To me, that type of thing is the same as some of the yachts that you start getting into. That's a land yacht right there.
okay.
Is some of the boats that I've seen. They're so nice inside, and you go, that's $2 million. I mean, it's
Yeah,
nice. I mean, it's nice.
That's true. We saw a
It's
few.
nice, but it's not $2 million nice. Okay, I did not expect that. You say, oh, I would reasonably spend $600,000 for this boat, and yeah, it's like it's $2 million. Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah. Anyway, very cool. That was a good find. Thank you, Larry, for
Yes,
heading out there and grabbing that.
that was fun.
Okay.
Also, I went to a online new product show called. We're going to be talking.
Sorry about that.
Yep. Anyway, I found this gadget I thought was great, and I said to the guy, I don't want to interrupt because I know you have guests coming and going all day long, but tomorrow can we just do an interview, you and I? And he said, absolutely. So I did a little 5-minute video with him, and if you have older folks that you want to keep in touch with who are far away, I think this is a great idea.
Okay,
so here is
perfect.
that video. To Isaac, and he's going to tell us about GrandPad, because there have been so many attempts to have seniors have contact with their family and their friends, and this seemed like a very encompassing way to do it.
GrandPad is something my dad and I built to solve a problem in our own family where his mom and my grandma struggled with standard tech. And because of that, she couldn't do a video call with us. She couldn't see photos of what we did today. She lived in the Midwest and we're out on the West Coast. So we built GrandPad, which brings all the benefits that many of us love about smartphones, but to people who struggle with tech or just don't have the patience to learn tech, which is many older folks. Our average users are in their 80s and older. And what we do with GrandPad is we take things like video call or email or family photo sharing, and we just make it really simple. And we designed it from the ground up for people like my grandma, who hadn't used a lot of computers throughout her life and struggled with them, but we made something that worked, great for her. So everything on the device is just very easy to use, even if it's your first time using a smart device. If you want to call someone, you just tap on a big green call button and you just click on their picture and you're connected. Our service, it's
I
actually
like
an
that.
all-inclusive service. So you pay a subscription, you get the tablet device itself, our custom tablet. You get internet connectivity built in, so it has 4G LTE coverage nationwide. That's included. So you take it out of the box, it's connected to the internet. You can do phone calls, browse the internet at your house or out and about. It works everywhere.
I'm at home and my grandparents are elsewhere. Can I go into their device and help them out? Or is there someone they can call to help them out, or both?
Yeah, great question. So really, it's both. So we have this red help button right here, and you can press this and call us anytime. And when you're talking with our team, let's say the user, I'm not sure what screen I'm on. Can you help me? With the user's permission, we can beam into their device, see what's on their screen, and even take control of the screen, which we, are able to help people and or walk them through things side by side. Or if they're talking to the family member, let's say the daughter bought it for her mom, she can go and turn on and off different settings, enable apps, disable apps, add photos, do lots of the management remotely. So the family members or our team can kind of remotely help set everything up turnkey so that any admin or settings can be done completely remotely. In many cases, the GrandPad is shipped to the older adult who gets it, and maybe it's the son or daughter is adding photos, adding the contacts all remotely. You don't even have to be there to set it up, and you can do it right from your smartphone. You can manage the GrandPad. We actually built a custom-built tablet, so it has dual front-facing stereo speakers.
Oh, this is great.
There's two speakers pointing right at the user at all times, which means you're going to get really loud, crisp, clear audio. When you're listening either to music or doing video calls, you say, here's how the tablet looks. There's these speakers on both sides. It sits on this wireless charging cradle. So there's essentially no tablets on the market with wireless charging. iPads don't have it. Kindles don't have it. Our device just sits on this wireless charging dock. Just set it on there. It charges. I don't have to plug in any of those, pesky USB cables. And it also works as a great dock and photo viewing kind of device. So when it's just sitting on the charger, it's going to cycle through those family photos and make it really easy to, act like a virtual photo frame. When new photos are posted, they'll show up in that frame.
And can I ask what data service you use?
Yeah, so we work with a variety of carriers. So when you order, we make sure that it will have service in your location. So it will have good. We work with all the major cellular carriers.
You actually don't buy the pad. You pay a monthly fee, and it includes the pad. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The GrandPad. Okay.
Yep. So it's a subscription service. You pay a monthly or annual subscription. Most people do the annual, and you get everything: the hardware, the LTE data connectivity, a phone number, customer support, music streaming, photo, everything's included. We even insure the device. So if it's dropped, stolen, lost, we just replace it for you and it'll be exactly like your old one was. And we're actually doing a really, really great promo now through Mother's Day. It's our biggest discount we've actually ever done. And it's $530 for the year and including everything.
How much does that come to a month? Because it's pretty low.
Yeah, that's around 44 a month if you on a monthly basis. So
With this system, there'll be no spam emails. Is that correct?
yeah, so core to the design was that trust and safety and security. So the GrandPad, it's a safe listed system by design. So when you see the contacts here, the family admin is what we call the person who can manage the GrandPad. I can set up these contacts on behalf of my loved one. And let's say it was my grandma. Only the people I add can call the GrandPad. Same thing with email. Only the people on the trusted list are able to contact the GrandPad.
Oh, okay.
Which means no spammers, no robocalls, no political polls, no scam emails. By default, nothing gets through unless it's been designated by the trusted family admin or by the user.
I think this is an amazing thing, and I wish you the best of luck doing it. I think it's a super idea.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks so much, Dick.
I completely agree. I had this idea 5 years ago, but guess he did it. No, I mean this is brilliant. Is that there are it's a device that has an extremely limited number of apps, but those apps are tailor made for the user, and I'm really impressed by everything I heard. There's a few things that really shocked me, like the wireless charging is not a standard thing on most tablets, and you're like, Yeah, that checks out. I can't think of...
I was thinking, what, is he kidding? And then I thought, oh, wait a minute. I have 3 tablets.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. $44, it doesn't seem like too much, honestly. That seems pretty reasonable for the data plan plus the device. So that's not that bad.
And it covers the insurance. Also, normally when you look up ratings of apps, they're usually these apps are 500,000 people, like 4.9.
Yeah. We're going directly to the source. 4.8 from
okay.
3,000 reviews. I think that's a lower amount because that might be on this current version of the app. Sometimes they'll cut the number because it'll only show the current version. But still, over here, 4.9. That's a really good sign. You're absolutely right about that. That's a really good sign. One of the things that I really liked on their page was this features page, and it kind of, here, I'm going to make this a little larger. It kind of goes down through each app and what it does and kind of what it looks like. So just like how he was showing us. But there's some interesting ones. This chat feature, it looks to me like you're chatting with an AI or a chat bot.
Yes, I think so.
And it seems like you could do a few things with it. So you could play a game. It can listen to you. You basically get a little virtual companion to play along with. That was kind of interesting. Radio. This interface looks really, really great. The email, the weather looks fantastic. I mean, I just thought that this was really quite a nice way to include kind of everything. Like I'm really, really, I really like what they did with it.
No. I spoke to him after that interview and I said, how did you come up with this? He said, well, our grandmother lives far away, and we took a tablet, and we started adding stuff to it and trying to narrow it down so Grandma could not get in any trouble. And then my dad said, why don't we try to make this a commercial thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they did.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's...
anyway.
So yeah.
And also that price is only at the company website. Okay, the tablet is on Amazon, but the price is at grandpad.net, and it's now through Mother's Day.
And so it looks like Stephen Toronto is mentioning that the $44 a month is when I think you pay it all.
Oh, when you buy the the yearly plan.
Yeah, you buy the year's worth of it's $44 a month. That's just how it divides. But if you don't pay it all at once, then it's $100 a month. So if you're just going month to month, So let's be transparent.
And I you check the website. I think it did say that you could cancel the plan within 30 days, sort of a 30-day trial.
Right.
Something like that. Just check their website.
Right. That's a really cool. I think that is awesome. And I really felt like when I was imagining this, I was joking, like I thought of this idea. I had this exact idea. It's just, but I was thinking like a laptop with a keyboard was what I thought. But then you open it and it's like, I was thinking like a version of Linux. And so I was like, how hard is it to make a distro of Linux that has only the apps you want, completely locked down, big icons, easy to use. That was my idea. But this is better.
Yeah, because this you can carry around.
It also exists. Mine was just a daydream.
Yeah. That's true. That makes a bit of a difference.
A little bit better.
That can make a big of a difference.
What was the next gadget you got for us?
Yeah. All right, here's another fun gadget, and take a peek.
Bought for the outdoors the lighted basketball. Okay. And you know what?
Oh.
I know. I wasn't going to show this, and then I
pump.
thought, wait a minute.
But we had 2 different versions of a portable pump.
Oh, yeah.
To try. But I cannot. It's not like an inner tube. This is more like a tire. I mean, I don't know how this thing is.
Looks like plastic, not rubber.
Before that,
It does.
I'm
Oh,
going to
maybe it
find out
is.
About this. When you receive the ball, you only need to successfully activate the LED lights. When you kick it, it will light up unless you put it there silently. Okay. There is no actual on-off button. Oh, I got so motion activates it. Find the charging port in the center of the cap. Connect the charging cable to the power supply. Oh, I see. So I wonder if this will charge it without it being blown up. Little plug under here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That doesn't light up. This lights up. Okay. So this has to turn green before it is ready to light up. In the meantime, I guess we can go down the other end and blow this thing up. All right. Moisten needle, inflate 7 to 9 pounds.
I guess that means 7 to 9 pounds per square inch.
This is so clever. This is the portable
That's my guess.
tire inflator that actually lets you use the hose as a carry handle. Okay.
So I finally got to use my investment.
Yeah.
This is the pump that has an LED in it.
Oh, perfect.
I'm excited to see this work on this.
So
I
excited.
had a flat
A
today. I wished
motorcycle.
I had this.
Ball. 8 pounds. Okay, that's what it said. 7 to 9 pounds. So we're going to put that in here.
Not to do that.
I feel
John
like a
Leach.
surgeon. It said wet before doing it. All right. All right. I don't see how this thing's going to blow up.
It's working.
I think it's going to actually happen. And then I hope it's going to shut off automatically and not blow up.
Dick, are you sure that you moistened that? I don't think you did.
I did. I spit on it.
Oh, okay, good.
Hello, are you going to
I don't know if that's nine.
please shut off?
Boom!
I'm gonna
Dick
shut
today
off.
was killed in a tragic LED
Yeah.
basketball.
Green. Look at this. Look at this. I don't have a basket in here. I actually don't want to break anything. But so
Hey.
motion. If it sits still for a minute, it shuts off, and if not, motion will activate it.
You gotta hit the courts at midnight, Dickie D.
I think this is nice.
Ooh.
Let's take a look at how much it was.
Man, those kids next door, every time the power goes
I
out,
can't play. I can only play basketball.
start hearing
basketball
dribbling.
because I have an electric basketball. I think this is neat.
Electric
It's all
basketball.
rechargeable, LED, light up basketball. Mo did something like this like a year or two ago. Ideal for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 year-old boys. So if it's someone older, just tell them to lie and say they're 14. I'm not a jock, but now I own a basketball with LED lights.
You gotta work on your 2 pointers.
Yeah. I thought
Three-point shot.
$20 was. You know what? What is your guess? If it didn't shut off,
What do you mean?
would it blow up? I mean, would it
Oh.
be
Eventually it'd pop, but
It just pop, right?
It'd be
8 pounds is
loud.
not-
I don't think it would kill you. You know,
Right.
it's.
No, 8 pounds is not a lot of pressure, right?
I mean, even at 14 pounds per square inch, or if you get up to 25
break.
and it pops, right? You still, if it makes a gash this big, that's what 75 pounds of air pressure pushed out at your hand.
okay.
it'll hurt, but
Right.
it wouldn't be like decapitating.
No, yeah.
So yeah, but this is cool. I like it. I got a basketball court near me, and at night this would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Or even just in the driveway.
Yeah, comes with a travel bag.
You're always taking my rainy day gadgets, Sticky D. Always taking my rainy day gadgets right out from under
I
me.
never thought about that.
But it's interesting because it has that electric charger. It's good to know that it'll work in the rain.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
Pretty neat.
That's cool. That's very cool. Okie dokie.
Okay, the final one is what the heck is it?
What the heck
What
is
the heck
it?
is it? All right, I'm going to put them on the desk, and Dennis can guess, and the chat room can guess.
An Amazon box.
Chad
No.
can guess.
Socks for sure. No.
What
I mean, they
the
look
heck?
like the sweatbands that the 80s
Lord.
jazzercise people would wear.
Headbands?
Yeah, headbands or
No,
wrist.
but that's a pretty good guess. You had that really small head.
Well, maybe they could use it for what you said, Chad.
They are.
Oh.
They are wristbands. Do you know why?
No.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's something changed in my life. When I wash my face, water runs down my arms onto the floor. And so I typed in, is there anything to stop water running down my arms when I wash my face? And it said, you need wrist cuffs.
Oh, this is actually smart.
So they are
Absorbent
to go on your
wrist towels.
when you're washing a shampoo.
Yes,
in
yes,
your hair.
wrist towels are great.
Plus it'll stop water from running down. Little demo, we'll go to the sink and see if it works or not. I got up at 7 a.m., so this would be realistic. Okay? That's
when you go to bed.
I use this Harry stuff every day to wash my face. So I'm going to show you. I'm not quite sure why, because I don't remember this being a problem with water running down my arms. Okay. All right. Warm. All right. So I'm going to do that. My face. And now.
Is your get ready with me. That's a whole trend on TikTok.
Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How is that?
Does that ever happen to you? I don't want to see.
Yeah.
Chat room. Anybody?
I wash my face in the shower, so there's water everywhere.
Oh, okay. Sims
Yes,
to
my
Rachel
arm
said I
leaks.
always
All
get
right, so now
water
that
up my
was
arms
part
when
one.
I do dishes.
Okay.
And for me, if I'm shaving or
Put
washing my
on
face
my-
outside the shower, I hate it going down my neck and
Water
on my
cups.
chest.
Oh, well, if this doesn't work,
That happens to me all the time. I cannot stop that. I like it. Hey, keeping your watch band dry,
Oh, that's a
Wash
good
your
idea.
face.
even when
yeah,
just washing
too.
your hands. That happens to me all the time. I get water under there, and that annoys me for the next hour. Sorry.
I figured
You know what?
the chat
it working?
room, I'll let them see what I look like in the morning.
I mean, this thing is running back. Nothing
It's working.
running off my arms.
This is before hair and
You know,
makeup.
all over the lot, price-wise, okay? So I thought, I'll buy cheap ones, really cheap. For example, you get 8 of these, 8 for $6, or 4 for $5. So 4 for $5, that's $1.25 each. These came in a flat pack, vacuum packed. You slide it out, it's like, you can't believe that there's stuff in there. The expensive ones, I just want to see if they are actually all the same thing, which could easily be. Take out the black ones.
All right, so these are
know what?
$1.50 each, and
I would
these
go-
are half the price.
I would venture to say these were like
Actually-
60 cents each,
They look very
and
similar.
these are like
They look
$1.25
very
each.
similar.
Suspiciously
think-
similar.
I guess I'll just stick with the black ones because they look like they all came from
Yeah,
the same factory.
I think they are.
I
the
do
same.
like them, and they do work.
That's nice. Yeah, my issue, I don't even know if I may just ignore this water, because the water that annoys me the most is I always have water that goes down here. And so if I'm wearing a shirt, I just look like I'm like the worst drinker ever. I look like I have water all going down right around my neck. So I shave and wash my face in the shower while the shower's going. That way
okay.
I don't have to worry about water going anywhere because it's everywhere. But this is nice. You might have been good also just with sweatbands. You might be able to find the cheap, just like 80s
but
style
sweatbands. These are pretty cheap already, right?
And they seem a lot like softer. They seem like a nicer material than.
Yeah, I think they're microfiber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Those are the expensive ones. Those were the $1.50 ones, and then there's one where you can get like a dozen for $6 or something. Anyway, that worked for me.
Yeah, that's great. And then Scooter X.
AliExpress.
Yes.
Scooter X. Oh, 13 cents.
13 cents. That might be the winner. Ding, 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 ding. How many do you get? 2 pieces for 13 cents.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, microfiber. I guess I'm sure they're the same things.
Yeah.
Shipping 404.
Yeah, it costs $5 to ship. It costs $4 to ship. Here's the real test. If we, how do I add multiple of these to my cart? I can't tell with this website. Let me zoom out. There we go.
Quantity.
Boop, 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 boop. Add to buy now. No, add to cart. I don't think it may have me sign in. I wanted to see if it shows me the shipping as, oh, cool, okay. So it didn't go too much up. What if I wanted,
shipping went to $8, $7.55.
What if I want 800 of them? Yeah, my shipping gets a little expensive.
Yeah.
I can only buy 104 of them, apparently. Yeah, the shipping does make it more than $1 per.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to game that system there.
No. And
anyway,
wait until the tariffs start on them. Who knows? So get them now.
That is going to kill Temu. That is going to kill AliExpress. And that is going to kill TikTok Shop. Those are all part of the single parcel distribution. I don't even know how to describe it effectively. But yeah, all of these really inexpensive products. Like, I was literally thinking of this. It's like, the Giz Wiz is going to start having to like only stick to Walmart and Target gadgets because I don't know, we're going to have good shipments of gadgets coming in.
We'll be going and say, oh, so the cuffs are 99 cents and shipping is $795.
Right. The cuffs are 99 cents, tariffs are $7, and then shipping is $13. Yeah, exactly. So who knows what's going to happen with that? Yeah, definitely. TikTok Shop is a big one because TikTok. I've been reading articles about how like Amazon is nervous about TikTok Shop because that's what TikTok Shop is, another AliExpress, but how they are marketing everything is insane. Where you can make a TikTok about a TikTok Shop thing and then you get a cut of it. And so the marketing for all these TikTok Shop, inexpensive gadgets and stuff is just insane on TikTok, and they made a ton of money doing it, and that's probably gonna come to an end. So yeah, crazy stuff. With that, let's get crappy.
Oh boy, time for
you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Get it! We are here with another rainy day gadget, and I teased it, the lake. So, here we go. Hey, Diggity. So we are back at it with another rainy day gadget, and it's not very rainy here in Florida. So, we're making do with what we got. Today we are taking a look at this, a rain shoe cover. Now we've looked at other rain covers, specifically like silicone ones that'll like wrap around your shoe, but this looks much more intense than those rain covers that we've seen. So I was really
like rain
excited
boots.
to take a look at this. It looks like an entire boot. Am I wearing boots? No, I'm not. I'm just wearing these sneakers. So we're gonna see how waterproof these rain shoe covers are. Let's get it out of the box. It comes in this bag here. The cover itself works by this zipper here. So you'll zip it up along your foot. It has some traction to it. This is the extra large size. And then it looks like there's some elastic along the top. So let's open this up. It looks like I have the right shoe here. Oh, that's all the way waterproof, which is kind of nice. I'll try to slip this on. That's very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. And then we can zip it up. Ah! I got my leg hair in it. Ouch. There we go. Now, this strap is to kind of stop all this flapping around. So
okay.
you can just kind of
Oh,
add
that's
a little
good.
bit of tension there. I would say that is I'm feeling confident that this is going to be extremely waterproof. Let me get the other shoe on. Okay, I have them on. I wear a size 12 shoe in Nikes, and this is like the exact perfect amount of space for my shoe, and that was the XL. Okay, let's jump in. Let's see if I can feel anything wet. There's little minnows here. We're at a
What is that?
There's a boat ramp here, so all this is concrete.
Oh,
safe.
okay. I thought there were creatures there.
I'm dry.
No, that's just like
So far,
stuff.
pretty dry.
There's
I
definitely
would say
alligators
that
in that.
We'll obviously deal with
Definitely.
any rain as well as any lake. So, just quickly checking this out. There's all that water. And then inside, I have to take this off. See how hard they are to pull off. Completely dry. I'm actually pretty impressed. Back to you guys.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, those weren't creatures. You could see like fish, like little minnows and things like that. But yeah, no crazy creatures.
No, okay. No leeches
No leeches. No leeches.
or piranha.
No piranha. No. I mean, maybe there's leeches. Honestly, I haven't checked
Oh,
that.
they're
but-
cheap.
Yeah, look at that. So I got the extra large, like I said, and those were 19. And yeah, size. I actually looked back at 11 and a half. I just bought some new shoes that are size 12, but I have an 11 and a half Nike, and they fit perfectly in that. So if you're bigger than that, get the double XL. Yeah, I mean, this is like. Honestly, the best type of one of these I've seen. I mean, I could imagine if you're going hiking or really anything. I mean, this is just fantastic.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine getting wet in these now, unless it went over the top of the boot. But yeah, so there you go.
Malak? How in the world do you say that? Malak?
Mulhook. Ah, rolls off the tongue. Mulhook.
Pac said, yeah, actual waders are expensive, says Pac. They
Yeah.
are. That's why I was amazed at these.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I couldn't believe how a normal sneaker felt in that. It was like, wow, I feel very confident. I can walk straight in here. So yeah, a not so crappy corner. With that, let's move into Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn.
All right, so our gadget is from the warehouse. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we went there to find toys to give to the toy museum that Mo found. And while hunting through, I found some unusual gadgets, and this is one of them. See, I wonder if anybody in chat has ever seen this or used it, or even you,
Ooh.
chat.
So you think this is like extremely rare gadget?
I don't remember buying it.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
A fun thing at Dick's Gadget Warehouse is finding stuff I cannot remember anything about. For example, ta-da! Who remembers the VCR co-pilot? All right, so it looks
I've
like
seen
it had
this
a
before,
video
Dickie D.
screen.
I've seen it before, but I think it's because I was looking
I guess
for
this is a way to program
crazy gadget. I think I was looking for
and
time-based
to
gadgets or
record,
something
because
like
we had
that.
the day of the week, and then we have two sets of days of the week, AM and PM. Record, I guess this is the time you want to record at. Is that hours that you want to record at? And maybe this is minutes? I have no idea.
No, that's stop recording.
But another AM, PM down here. And then a review. We'll have to go online and see what we can find out about the VCR co-pilot. Another piece of nostalgia, or perhaps crap, that we found at Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Ooh. I think I looked this up. Off of my memory, it was a remote to start and stop your VCR machine. And so you could
go to Amazon. Amazon still has it.
What? Then this is why, because I was looking for a time-based gadget, and you can still buy it today, most likely. This is probably why.
The thing is, you can only set for one show, right?
Yeah, it was for VCRs that had like a tape in it, right? And so you would set the channel.
And you'd have to leave it on the channel you want.
Yeah, you'd walk away.
Yes, and then this would send an infrared signal just to turn the machine on, right?
Yes. There we go. Boop. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Now just $5.99.
It's a $30 value, though. This was Scooter X found an eBay listing of it. Yeah. Isn't that funny?
That is works on all VCRs.
Here's a video that Scooter X found.
Oh, good.
Let's see. Look at that. This is the Oddity Archive is the channel.
$1.50 for this thing. I don't remember. It wasn't much. But anyway, for the uninitiated, the VCR Copilot was from the late 90s, early 2000s, right towards the end of VHS's run in the mainstream. And it was very much geared towards not just the less technologically inclined, but towards senior citizens. And it was supposedly the most user.
We have a theme on this
yes, we
show.
do.
I didn't realize we had such a perfect theme.
That's right.
That's
Old
so
folks.
funny.
At least I don't have far to go here.
Oh my gosh! You had to click that to change the time.
Oh my
Isn't that
God!
nice?
People with bad eyesight.
Oh,
Wow! Whoa!
Okay, so we're starting
Goodbye,
to go through the
seniors.
cycle of, I believe it's 77 codes, and
So it's trying to send the code over.
with a little Gautier playing in the back. I just missed it, but it said stop there.
That's so funny.
Well,
it worked.
that is a riot.
That's crazy. That is very crazy.
That is a riot.
So there you go. Now, would you rather use that than the function just on your VCR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. If you got it working, and then it seems. Wow, what if the dog knocks off the remote onto the floor and it's not pointing at the VCR anymore?
When I was at Goodson Todman, before you could buy home VCRs, I bought a Sony I think Sony made 1-inch machines. I forgot what they were, but they had no timer. And one of the guys at Goodson Townsend said, take it down to Murray at the repair shop, and he will build you a timer. He said it's going to cost you like $100, and it will plug into the back of the machine. The thing is, when you go to work, you have to take a quarter, press record, slide the quarter up because the quarter will hold the record button down and make sure it's on the channel you want. And then it had this big analog timing clock, and I could record one show, which was Match Game. I would record Match Game every day. And then, so I guess the VCR Copilot was like, oh my God.
You would have loved it. That's like a $30 value for only $5.99? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is a riot.
That's great.
Anyway, so we need more chat room. We need more videos, okay? A video, anything to do with a gadget, 1 to 3 minutes, horizontal format. Make sure we can see the gadget and hear you. You can be in it if you want, if you have someone else to do the video. And get it to us soon. We need one right away. Put it up on YouTube. You can click unlisted when you upload it. Click unlisted, and that way only people with the URL will be able to watch it and send that to us. mail@gizwiz.tv. Just use your phone. They are so easy to do. mail@gizwiz.tv. Anything to do with a gadget. Oh, I don't hear your voice anymore.
Sorry about that. My bad.
Okay.
What would be fun is people have been doing this as a trend, is taking their old camcorders and finding them and charging them and then recording modern day videos on them. It would be really fun if someone could just wave hello from an old camcorder and then switch to the new phone and show off the old camcorder.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Okay, with that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
All right, our letter actually is from John Kelly, who's the CES show director.
Ooh.
And on Giz Fizz, we play guess certain things. So it says all the figures are in for CES. So you can play and the chat room can play. So Chad, how many people attended CES 2025?
You want to give me like a multiple choice? See if I can. No. Okay. Gosh, is it like 100,000? Is it like 100?
Okay. Boy, you are shooting under. There were 142,000 attendees.
Wow.
Okay. And I have one other interesting. How many members of the media were at CES? Now, I knew from 5 years ago, and it's very close to the same number, but I will give you no hints.
50,000?
Oh.
No? 20,000. Well, I guess there's a lot less press than I think. No.
Oh my God.
Maybe there's more? I have no idea.
It was, members of the media was 6,582. And the reason I knew the number from 5 years ago, because I thought it was 6,600. And I thought, 6,600 media? In reality, they do an incredible job feeding people. Because they do lunch, free lunch. You have to be there early for free lunch. But they do it in 2 or 3 of the convention halls. it's quite it's really an amazing event put on.
Yeah, yeah.
And one more. What percentage of all those people were not from the United States? International guests. Percentage of people who were not from the U.S. or international attendees. Percentage.
40 to 50%, I would guess. Because I'm just thinking or looking around at the people. It's like, that's my guess.
Your first part of the guess is right on. 40% of all attendees were international attendees.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember in 2020, I was convinced that I had gotten COVID in January because I was at CES. I was like, I met so many people from so many places. There's no way. You know,
COVID, who knows what you could get?
I was like, I definitely got it. I did not get it. No, it was in my brain.
But it's pretty interesting. 142,000 people. That is a lot of. That's why you can't get a cab anywhere. You can't get into a restaurant. You can't get
a hotel. That's why hotels are crazy. Flights are expensive because everybody is flying. A typical airplane can hold 600 people. All those people got to get in and then get out.
Yeah. I remember a reporter said, I didn't book a ticket. He said, now coach with a stop is 1,000 something.
Yeah.
And this is probably 10 years ago. 1,000 something. First class was 3,600. Yeah. But I mean, first class, those big corporations, what do they care?
Right. Exactly. Those last minute guys can eat the cost. I think I have told you this story when I got stranded in Stockholm because they had like some financial event and there was no hotels in the entire city. And I'm like not joking. There was no accommodations in the entire city. There was like a $25,000 a night like penthouse that was available. There was like a hostel that we couldn't get a hold of. Anyway, we literally could not stay in the city because there was not a place to book, and we left on a train to go to an hour north to a different city to spend the night because we couldn't book a hotel. Luckily, Vegas has never been that bad, but but yeah. Okie dokie. Well, thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you for supporting us every single episode. You guys rock. You guys rule. You guys are the backbone of our community. So thank you so much for your support. If you like the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back. Patreon.com/Giz Wiz. You can also head to our website, gizwiz.tv. There you'll find a tab at the top of the website, which will take you to a banner, which will take you to our Patreon page. Also on that same page is a PayPal link if you want to give via PayPal. However you give, thank you so much for your generosity and support of our show. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. Did I say that right? 4:30 Pacific? Yes. 5:30? Yes. I've said that for years, and today it felt weird. I don't know why. When we are live, the website just updates with the live stream. You can join the chat room and chat along with everybody. It's really a fantastic community. You can also see our episodes there after the fact, or on our YouTube page, or on Apple Podcasts, however you want to watch the show. And don't forget to head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website where he writes articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on the show. So if you ever need a link or a description, head on over there, gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? The original What the Heck Is It? This is an entire gadget. You got to guess what that gadget is. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers. 12 Mad Magazines for funny or clever answers. I hate to give this one away, but this is a this This is a device to make a shot fountain. Like the Bellagio Hotel.
Oh,
this is a party
yeah,
trick. You pour the shot in, it makes a shot fountain.
Wow.
Try to eat it. Yeah, it's a shot fountain.
Wow.
You never heard of one of those? If you get it correct, 6 Mad Magazines, like I said, funny. 12 Mad Magazines. Which Mad Magazines? This one, baby. This one right here. I got it early. Dickie D sent it over.
Oh, I forgot to put in your birthday card.
Oh. Well, this is a great birthday present. This is a very special issue because I haven't even found it in here yet.
It's
there it is. There it is. Snark Tank. The reprinting. It was so good the first time. The reprinting.
Yeah. And there's you.
There
and
I
me.
am with my bright red hair. Right there in the first panel saying, hello, my name is Chad Johnson. Full name and everything. And look, there you are, Dickie D.
Yeah.
Here's Dickie D.
There I am.
There's me. This is just great. Leo and Lisa even make a appearance.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot.
There they are.
Oh, they are. Oh,
There's
God.
Leo and Lisa. There's Lisa again.
God.
And Leo and Lisa.
I totally forgot that.
Isn't that great? Oh man, what an honor. What an honor. So very
It's
cool.
a chat room. Yeah, play. So you get a copy of that.
Yes, definitely play.
The June issue of Mad.
GizWiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.